Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. I hope you're having a great day. It's snowing outside here. It's getting cold. It's getting real cold. Now I'm going skiing on Wednesday and Thursday. Yes. So if you don't hear from me on those 2 days, that is why. A little ski trip. But I will try to maybe put something on tape and then I have something to upload even though I'm on the slope. So I may do that ahead of time. I'll try to do that. I've done it in the past, so we'll see. Depending, I got stuff to do around here. But anyways, I digress. Here we go. So basically, what did I want to say today? It failed to detonate. Yeah, Meghan's little grenade kind of missed its mark with Catherine. That's the news that's out today, and that she has survived the attack from Meghan. So there you have it. She's considered the most popular royal. I bet Meghan's really irritated by this. I did say they are doing quite the PR campaign in her favor, which I'm sure helped tremendously. Also, I do feel, which I said earlier in previous videos, I feel that they are prepping in case the worst case scenarios where Charles is not wanted and he's got to kind of step aside and take the back seat in essence. So it really sets everybody up real well. Anyways, I want to throw cards on that. And also we know that it's also spinning that Harry wants back, even if it means without Meghan. So people are saying, yeah, he wants back. A lazy drug addict always wants to come back and he'll always lie and he'll do a wash and repeat of what he did before. And that he's a danger to the family. He should never be anywhere near close to the whale's children. We can all agree on that. So yeah, and also it depends on the IPP. Meghan wants that IPP security status, but once that doesn't happen, it's game up. It really is going to be game up for her. And also what I want to talk about also, it's awfully funny how Harry's talking about Chelsea's phone being hacked. And yet here it's so ironic that he's defending that situation when he was at a strip club getting lap dances while defending her so-called honor of her phone. Yet she's staying silent and living her best life and is not showing any concern. Yet Harry's living in the past, bringing up the past of a situation that involved her. And it just shows how thick he is. It just shows how thick he is. And then people are saying, yeah, he's so thick, he's a plank. Anyways, what else? Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So there's no room, for Christmas. He's not invited. So this is going to set him really off, you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if it really propels him into a pretty dark place. This is why I think he's willing to go back without Meghan at this point. So everything's failing. The detonate failed too. So since that failed, what's in store for Harry? What's in store for Harry? Because the detonate didn't work. That little grenade throwing attack has had no effect. What's in store for Harry? What is in store for Harry? What is in store for Harry? Oh, before I start, I was gonna do a post, you guys. I was gonna post it, but it was kind of late last night. Anyways, the finger is being pointed at Charles. That since nothing's been talked about with the baby scam, the baby bump scam, which we know they were hoodwinked, all right? We do know they were hoodwinked, so I'm not saying that they're totally 100% complicit. It's just they haven't dealt with it. And someone did make it to my conscious awareness. Oh, I didn't think of that one, I thought, was that they could have used their medical papers as a reason to, we can sue you. You cannot talk about it because this is privacy matter since it's, quote, medical, right? Even though she wouldn't take on medical doctors from the crown, she had to get her own, right? And those ones escaped, right? They took off, they closed their shop and left town. So yeah, I'm sure they used that threat over him. She's ruthless, he's ruthless. They're going to do whatever works for him, right? So yeah, I just wanted to mention all that. Yeah, there's so much to cover, you guys. It's just kind of, it's an absolute storm right now. There's so much to talk about, so much commentary out there. A lot of people are focused on the children right now, as well as Harry wanting to go back and their fake facade of getting back in. He realizes he can't get in with her, so he has to go without her. So let's get that. What's in store for Harry? What will happen with Harry? And dear dad, we'll protect him. We'll take him back. We'll fix him. Put him off to the side. So that's what I've always gotten. Always put off to the side. His precious little boy. So here we go. What's in store for Harry? What's in store for Harry? Failed detonation. We know Meghan's flipping out. I don't even need to throw cards on that. We know she's hitting a major bottom. And she'll try to do something, make it look like, I'm not bothered. Look at me. She is bothered. Whenever she tries to look unbothered, trust me, she's bothered. That unbothered look, we're not buying that gaslighting, unbothered gaslighting game plan. Yeah, so here we go. How is Harry going to fare? 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 What's going to happen for Harry? What's in store for Harry? What's in store for Harry? What is in store for Harry? He is getting some wins, but he's still a loss financially, you guys. Total loss. That's how thick he is. He can blow millions. He's still at a loss. So what's in store for Harry? What's in store for Harry besides not becoming a billionaire and going in debt? What else is in store for Harry? He might be getting some small Two of Pentacles gains. That's really all he's getting in the court proceedings, you guys. It would be the Two of Pentacles card because that's very small gains. That's like you're getting coins. It's already gone. By the time he gets that was already spent. So, you know, not a very good war on his end. Okay, here we go. Oh, speaking of just getting Two of Pentacles. It grabbed my hand. I was like, all right, I guess I'll take it. There it is, Two of Pentacles, but I got a stack. I got some underneath it. So, yeah, he got the Two of Pentacles. He's just getting small gains, but he's actually a loser. The small gains is a loss. There you go. Isn't that weird? And it's just a fantasy game, thinking that he has options and choices. What next lawsuit am I going to choose where maybe I can get more money? So it's just a fantasy. It's gaslighting attempt. See if he's lying to himself. It's emotional decision. The whole thing is based on emotions, not a whole lot of logic. That's why he's going back in time, by the way. He goes back in time to that moon energy of the past because they depend on the past in order to gaslight you, because this is a gaslighting card, into, you know, going along with them. So it really is kind of moon energy here because both are gaslighting, to be honest. And so with the 7, it's very uncertainty. He's not sure what he's going to choose next. What am I going to do next? Should it be a greedy cup or should it be a good cup? Because we do have several cups here with this 7 of Cups. You know, they have 3 good ones and they have 4 greedy, evil ones. Which one are you going to choose, Harry? It's uncertain. I don't know what to choose because I keep losing. I'm only getting small gains here in my lawsuits. So he really is thinking, well, what now? What should I do? You know, what are my options? It's wishful thinking. It's a maybe card, and it's a delusion. He's gaslighting himself. He's gaslighting other people, and it's kind of future faking. So he might be saying, well, I can do this next. Really, he's lying to himself. He's completely lying to himself. Focusing on the past of Chelsea's not going to pan out too well for him. So that is the main position there. I'm going to pull for the focal point, Harry. Harry's thinking maybe I do have some choices in life with these small gains, even though I'm kind of viewed as a loser. Even though I'm somewhat getting a little bit, it's still a loss. Still a loss. It's kind of have to swallow his pride with that. And, you know, he's being viewed as a loser, too. People are calling him Harry the loser. He's defeated. This is total defeat. It's not really winning. And he's on the wrong path, too. He knows he's on the wrong path. He's feeling very insecure. Okay, the challenging position is next. Meghan's going to be very mad. Meghan's going to be very mad. He always wanted to elevate her, right? Lift her up. Make her feel like she is the lioness boss and she's self-assured and she's got it all together and her plans are always going to work out. Just hear me out because I'm the boss here of you, Harry. I'm the boss. You need to listen to me. It came out in reverse. He's not going to listen to her anymore. So this could apply to him wanting to go back. He's just going to shut her out. He's like, okay, these options aren't working. She's been gaslighting me. So what do I do now? Okay, I'm not going to listen to her anymore. She's never going to rise up because she's unliked. She's unliked. He's seen as a loser. They're both kind of losers. Everyone's angry and mad at them too. Very boring. She's not even fun to be with. She's lost herself. This is that coward bitch position. Very toxic. Her assertiveness goes very dark. When you have a wand in reverse, they get very temperamental, reckless, dangerous, extremely angry. They have a very flat personality, so they got to fake it, and so they overcompensate with a very grandiose ego to make up for the fact that they're so angry. They've got to cover it up, so they wear a mask. Her action orientation isn't working. It failed. So whatever she tried to do to launch herself and to rise herself, take someone else down to rise myself up as the rising phoenix, has not happened. She is not the rising phoenix. Catherine's the rising phoenix, not Meghan. So this is that boomerang effect that came back and went, boom, you're not liked. Take that. That's karma right there. You send out the hate, it's going to come right back on you. So Meghan's not liked, not ever going to be liked. She will never be popular. She'll never be a keynote speaker. She's not going to have the courage. She's an absolute coward. She's not going to rise up. She's not magnetic. She's actually word salad, which I did a post today on Twitter. And that Twitter post was her standing in Africa, South Africa, I think it was. And the audience, you could tell, were forced to be there, didn't want to be there. We're not having any of it from this very Caucasian looking woman standing there, by the way. She didn't even have quite the brown tan going on in that picture. But, you know, they're all bored. And you could see in several shots, they're just looking like, God, how long do I have to stand here? Not liked. She's not liked anywhere. So here we go. Next position, focal point. What is she focused on? What's Harry focused on? So he knows he's got an angry wife that no one will ever, she'll never rise up. At this point, he knows, okay, being with her is taking me down. I think I need to separate. And she will never, obviously she wasn't going to let him go unless she has someone, but she doesn't have anyone. So now he needs to be the one to walk away. I was asked about Tyler Perry, or someone asked about Tyler Perry on Twitter. It was Meghan's mall. Do you think that Tyler Perry, would walk, or do you think how that this whole Tyler Perry thing with the billionaire status? I'm like, she will never let him go. He's the perfect fuel. Even though apparently there's some really skittish, horrible things coming out about him right now. I don't even want to say it on my channel. Maybe another time. Why would she align herself with him when he's got this reputation that's kind of coming out apparently? I don't want to say the word, but I'm like, hey, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's so ruthless, it doesn't matter. He's a billionaire. It serves her. She will never get rid of him until he dumps her. So this is what's happening with Harry. He's realizing it'll never work out. It's like you give her enough passes, eventually, the gaslighting is over. Basically, the gaslighting is over. After a while, you think, okay, yeah, we're going to win this next one. Yeah, we're going to win this. We lost this one, but we've got other ones, Harry. This goes back to all the old reads. Just hang in there. We're barely coping. We got choices, Harry. We lost this one. We got choices. Always going to rise up. But he's realizing, wow, this just isn't working out. I'm tired of being a loser here. He's not used to losing, you guys. He can't handle it. He can't handle it because he's always been seen as a winner. Things have always been fixed for him. That's why he can't stomach losing. That's that like super vulnerable type of kid that the lawn's been mowed and every child gets a trophy and little Harry can always be a winner. That's kind of how this screams. I'm used to winning. I can't handle being seen as a loser. I can't deal with being seen as a loser, so I need to crawl back on my hands and knees. Yeah, you need to crawl back on your hands and knees. So Harry trying to crawl back. Harry's energy. Well, here we go. Harry's energy wants to make the right moves. What can I do now? I need to plan something, because first would be a 2. Well, first he's got to focus. Okay, I got a new focus. I need to make some plans for the future, without Meghan maybe. And I'm waiting. I'm in a wait mode here to see if anything will come in for me. I've got a vision and a dream. It's probably a fantasy. It's a bit of a fantasy. It's a bit gaslighting myself, but I do have a vision and a dream. And I'm going to have to heal my wounds with the Ten of Swords in reverse. I guess it's better to be caught up in a cage and be wounded by my family. And I'm going to deny what I've done in the past with that Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm going to be in full denial and try to find courage to carry on. But I have to move on now at this point, and it's coming to the end of my adventure with her. I'm a bit attention seeking, and I am a victim martyr here. And I'm just going to hold on to the past with denial, what I just did. So this is sort of like, can we just let me come back in, quite possibly, and let's just dust it under the rug. And he's going to have difficulty accepting. He's still going to be in denial. Things are not going what he expected. He really thought they would ride the wave of success. That they'd go from a 3 of Wands to a 4 of Wands, which would have been stability. Stability in their home, stability in their business, stability socially, being accepted socially, being accepted in reunions, friends, parties, social events. That has not happened. So now he's like, that did not go down. I guess I'm going to deny that we really never had improvement. I'm going to deny that we, so it's like, he's got to deny that whole like lack of social acceptance. They never got that social acceptance. So that's another part of the lying, he's in denial. That's why they kept trying and trying and trying and kept failing. It's just not going to happen. So now it's like, wow, I guess this is the end of the adventure, even though he's still in denial, still living in denial. So he's very, very thick. He's a plank. He is a plank. Let's go to the past position that doesn't serve. Past position that doesn't serve. Past position that doesn't serve Harry. Past position. Good karma, good luck. Yeah, and getting the lucky lottery win. He's not going to win the lottery with Meghan. He really thought he was going to get lucky and that he was going in the right direction with her. He realizes that's not happening. Very negative karma. In this position, that's saying, I've got bad fate, bad karma, and it's looking like it's going to be a solid forever situation. He doesn't want that forever situation. He doesn't want that forever situation. It's like, no, I don't want this to be my karma with her forever. No, that's really bad. That is really bad, Harry. Let's go into the hidden energy. The hidden energy. What is he hiding from himself even? This is subconscious. What is driving him that he's unaware of? What is driving him that he's actually unaware of? Well, that did a flipperoo. Here we go. I'm just going to lay him out. Why not? Why not? I'll just lay him out. We'll do something different today. Got more cards here on the table. There we go. I'm going to point him down. There you go. So what doesn't serve? What's driving him subconsciously here? We got here the Knight of Wands upright. He's a player. I'm a player who's a rebel against my family with the Hierophant in reverse. They don't want me back. I know they don't want me back because I'm the bad apple. I viewed them as not being worth my time and resources with the Seven of Wands and Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So basically, he is the bad apple in the family. He did kind of estrange himself. He fell off that family tree, became the rebel because he's always been the player. He's always been the player. He's always been the reckless one, the absolute. He is the he is the town fool. He's the town idiot with the fool in reverse, the absolute literal fool. He's run into unexpected crisis where he made poor judgment and there's absolutely no hope in the situation and he doesn't know where he's going. He did it on free will, but what a naive move he made. His fearless new beginning has failed. It's failed. And having faith is no longer there. He's lost faith. He's lost absolute faith. He knows he's screwed up and he's not in love with her. And he's not too sure he can get the love back from his family. His family doesn't want him back. He wants to open that emotional door. If they were to take him back, the family rebel back and the player back, it would be only to help him because this Ace of Cups in reverse really is for his own well-being. It's for his own repressed, devalued, broken, depleted well-being. It would be still focused on himself. It's not about the others. It would have to be about everyone in this position. Yes, birthing love, comfort with people, friends, everyone. This here is strictly self-focused. So him going back, knowing he can't go back, is strictly self-focused, as a typical drug addict loser would, just like I was saying earlier. And he's very naive. He's stupid. He is that town idiot. He is the town idiot of the family who's always been the player and the rebellion person, who's always been the immature, arrested development pretty much. Pretty platonic individual at this point. He's depleted. He knows he doesn't really have any interest in true connections. He's a very selfish person. Incredibly selfish energy. Very selfish. So that's no surprise coming from a drug addict, right? That's typically their energy is self-focused. It goes in line with his cluster B personality disorder. Here we go. Going into the future. Going into the future. I'm going to put these like this because it's a bit too much for me, visually speaking. Hey, you got to do this. All right, here we go. I'll just make it like that. Okay, I'm just going to go like that. Okay, going into the future. Going into the future. Going to the future. Harry, the family doesn't want you. They really don't want to be around him. So that means just stashing him somewhere. It would just be Charles talking to him. Who else wants to talk to him? I'm sure Camilla doesn't. Nobody really wants to talk to Harry. It's got, what, one family member, and maybe Camilla and maybe Eugenie. I don't know, you know. Who will talk to him? Not too many people will. If anything, it would be a pity chat, just for pity's sake and feeling pity for him. Just so maybe he doesn't off himself. Here we go. I'm going to take that. Yeah, he's a liar. Because he's a liar. He's a liar, pants on fire. And we don't want him. We don't want him. He's a snake in the grass. She's a snake in the grass. We don't want the snake in the grass. It's mask on. He gets off on it. It's jealousy. It's the jealous card. He's a very jealous person. That's why he does what he does. That's why he's addicted too, because of he had to numb his jealousy through drugs. It's a very covert narc card. They hurt other people with their words and their actions. He will always work against you. He will always work against the family. This is why he can't get in. He's dangerous to the Wales children. They know it. He's not going to get in, you guys. He's definitely not going to get in. I'm going to pull the next ones here. He's feeling defeated, very defeated with the Four of Swords. He knows it's a permanent situation and it's indefinite. Basically, this is full completion. It's the end of the journey. He knows that he's not really wanted. He cannot get in. And in terms of this, they're breaking free from him with the Devil in reverse. He will not be in the family the way he wants to. It is divorce, legal issues. Lots of legal issues. You did that yourself. He's going to have to go his own way in his family misfortune because he will not be tied up. He will not be in the stable security of the abundant, wealthy family for generations to come. He's basically the bad seed out of the family. They wish to call it quits with him. It's over. Sorry, dude. It's over. The end is here. You need to transform your own life and do it your own way here because they're not going to take you in. Except his dad will talk to him probably, but that's about it. Yeah, it's just really Charles trying to keep contact with his birth son, you know, and that's about it. Then we have here, we have here the six of cups in reverse. So bitter, unhappy, toxic memories. He claims bad childhood, uncomfortable home. It was terrible. I lost touch with my inner child. I'm so nasty. I hate all of them. You know, I got my independence. I moved out and I'll never go back there because it's so toxic. Well, you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. That's kind of what this spread says. You just might get what you want. So he's not getting in and he knows it. So this really is just probably the energy, if Charles was to help him, basically probably just help him with his mental health and his addiction issues, because we did get the Devil in reverse. He knows he has to give up the drugs. He also knows that his drugs is self-defeating him. He also knows that his drugs is also making him into a jealous liar. And through his drug use, he can't stop his mouth. His mouth just goes. They can't trust him. They'll never trust him. This is never trusting him, okay? There's no way back for Harry. So it really is back to what I had here. He's gaslighting himself to think that he actually has a choice, that he actually has the option. So it goes to show how divorced from reality he truly is and how psychotic he is, just like his wife. Let's go into the feelings in the situation, the feelings in the situation, the feelings in the situation. Well, I got a lot of feelings. He wants to be part of it. He wants that Four of Pentacles. He wants the resources. Please give me some money. I need the money. I need the relationships, but I'm still going to keep my behavior the same. I'm not changing. No, I know you're not changing. It doesn't look like he's going to change. He wants to be possessed by the family because he wants that resource, the money, the greed, the materialism. With that Devil in reverse that I had in this stack, he's not going to get it. Sorry, you're not getting the money that you think you're going to get. They push back the money that he's going to get to, like, I don't know, 60 years old or something, and did that. So the feeling is he wants to be possessed. Please take me back. I need that money. He really wants that stable environment. He wants to spark it. He wants that new focus. He has the ambition to go for it. So please possess me, please take me. It's also about any jobs, journeys, is all about gaining money. It's about greed. So this was what always sparked him, was to get greed. To get greed, and the greed was for his cruel, mask-wearing wife of the Queen of Swords in reverse. She's a mask-wearing woman. This Queen of Swords in reverse wears a social mask. She's not speaking her truth. If it was upright, she would be a truth seeker. Meghan's not a truth seeker. Meghan is a liar. She's a malicious, ruthless, cruel, unfair, dishonest, dependent female, abrasive, terrifyingly cruel, and her heart's in the wrong place. And it was all about starting business for greed for Meghan, which has brought him nothing but misery and ongoing issues with the Nine of Cups in reverse, which also brings back to the booze and overindulgence of substances, because Nine of Cups in reverse, when they're super depressed, they go dark. They start drinking and drugging, okay? They start overdoing it, overdoing a good thing because of depression, sadness, being told no, lack of resources. Well, I guess I'll wait another day. His dreams are shattered and he's being told no. They don't like being told no. Narcs don't tell me no, because then what do they do when you tell them no and business isn't going well and they're not getting the money they want when they try to force it on other people? They hit the bottle, they hit the drugs, they hit the substances, because of the defense mechanism needs to be calmed down. So they're going to do that. And we have back to the Page of Wands upright, the wild child. So the wild and free card. So then they go out, they want to travel. They did that traveling and they communicated. So that whole wild child energy is on the table here. We got a second wild child player kind of energy. So that's that Arrested Development version. So I would say, since Meghan's in this stack here, it's Meghan. This is Meghan's wild child, and she will always be a wild child. She will always communicate to get things her way, but it won't work out. She will always be ruthless. She'll always start business. It's always about Meghan's money. She will do anything at all costs. It's absolute shamelessness. She doesn't care about the misery she brings on to other people. It will always be an ongoing issue with her. Always an ongoing issues. It will always be a negative completion with Meghan, and she's very dependent. Very dependent here. Queen of Swords is very dependent. That's very dependent. She's always wanting acceptance. She always wants acceptance. She wants people to, she thinks she can get a teamwork together. No matter when there's failure, she's always going to find a new business to make some quick cash. So this is sort of like that money grab energy, because she's a wild child. And then I'm going to go on my way and find the next person to talk to, take them down with my ruthlessness in this business, and get more money. So this is not working out. Not working out. Let's get to the outside influences in the situation for Harry. The outside influences for Harry. The outside influences for Harry. The outside influences for Harry. Ooh, the outside influences for Harry. Here we go. Walk away. Yeah, it's not working out. See, this is where they're saying he really wants to walk away from her and go do his thing. Yep. I need to get out of here. It's too much for me with the Eight of Cups upright. For my own empowerment, I need to relocate. So he won't be relocating into the royal family, into the royal fold. He'll have to relocate somewhere else. It's abandon his daily routine and take a vacation somewhere. He's going to face a lot of mountains and obstacles, and he's not sure what he's going to find, but they find it when they get there with the Eight of Cups upright. He will find out what's happening once he gets there, because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's clueless. This is a very lost person. The Eight of Cups is very emotionally lost. They're just in a puddle of tears. I don't know what to do. I'm so lost. There's no silver lining. I can't get out of this, so I'm just going to walk. Very kind of fight or flight energy. That's like panic, I would say. That I would say his anxiety's through the roof. This is a real need to flee right here. That's that grifter runner vibes. He also knows that Meghan's going to continue grifting. And they're just going to grift apart, basically. Because I got the divorce card on the table. I got the Devil in reverse, which is also divorce. And the fact that I got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, also a divorce position and a legal position. So yes, we got to the next position, the hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears for Harry and the situation, wanting to crawl back on his hands and knees. But everybody's ignoring him. Pick up my calls. Charles is too busy. He's too busy. He's got extended family this year at Sangream. He's not going to take them. Here we go. He's independent, he's alone, and he's broke. I didn't get invited to the party, to the sound environment that I'm so connected to. I made poor judgment. I screwed up. I'm envious. I'm insecure. I made poor judgment. What a lost investment it was with Meghan. Everything's been a lost investment. Even his lawsuits are still a lost investment. Only getting 2 of Pentacles is not enough money to be worth becoming a billionaire. He's going a billionaire in reverse. His efforts are going in reverse completely. He's not getting wealthier. He's going more and more broke. So he's realizing what a screw up he is. But he might try and look like he's celebrating publicly. Well, all his sugars are. They're thinking, he won. He's doing great. He doesn't need the royal family. I mean, they're so deluded. It's ridiculous. It's crack up. And I'm pretty certain, I think they're all bots. They're really going crazy on Twitter today. Absolutely crazy. I go through and I click on Meghan Markle and I go through and I get all the nutters and I block. I just block all of them. Final outcome. Yeah, his conscience is bothering him as it should. The weeping card. What have I done? What have I done? Oh my God. So a bothered conscience, doomed mindset, the worst case scenario, very negative emotions. So he's ruminating. He's crying and weeping and ruminating. Yeah, he is. He should be. He does have a conscience. I've said this before. He's got an on-off switch. One minute he might be empathetic. Tomorrow, an hour from now, he just may not have any. So he's very much affected. He knows he's being told no. It's a no card. They're telling me no. They're telling me no. The family's telling me no. So they don't want him in. So anything with Harry coming back in is not really coming back in. He's gaslighting himself. And Meghan's fully out. There's no way for her. So I think Charles will just probably help him with his drug problem. And that's about it. Then he will be independent and he will have to take care of himself. I'm sure money will be given to him. I'm sure he'll still be somewhat compensated. He'll never be dirt poor. I'm pretty certain of that. But he'll never have that 10 of Pentacles. I'm completely abundant and stable and everything's back to the way it used to be. He really thinks he's going to get back to the way it used to be. That's how thick of a plank he is. Let's get some quick energy on Charles. Let's get some quick energy on Charles, because what is Charles going to do with this thick plank of a son? What is Charles going to do with this thick plank of a son who is still addicted, who still has problems, who still will never, and they're protecting him in some respects from his, his visa. That was a whole lying situation. He needs to be back in to be protected from his lies. So what is Charles going to do? Is Charles going to protect Harry from his lies? Is he going to let him keep his IPP? Will Harry keep his IPP? Will they protect whatever ill will Harry has done? Will they protect Harry? Will Charles protect Harry? Will Charles protect Harry? Will Charles protect Harry? Will Charles protect Harry? Oh, well, there we go. Well, it's kind of looking like extortion to me, because the devil is control freak. So I would say he's going to try to control the give and take relationship of the materialism. It's a give and take relationship. So basically he knows he has to offer help to him. It is the charity card that Harry is. It's focused on materialism here. Okay, I got to make sure my son is taken care of. He's still a drug addict in this position. And then with the Two of Swords here, Charles will have an emotional wall of defense up. And always, as long as Harry's on drugs, and as long as Harry's focused on money and control over other people with his storylines and self-destruction, because the devil is a card of self-destruction, he's going to be very careful about how much he gives him, what he says to him, what kind of interaction they have. The harmony is always going to be at risk because of the self-destruction. So it's going to be very guarded. This is a very guarded energy. extremely guarded. This is a debate. It's a conflict. So they're debating. He's going to debate how much can he help Harry? How much should I help my drug-addicted son? How much should I give him? How much aid should I give my son? Because there's consequences with this card. With the Two of Swords, there's consequences, and it's also in this position. You better be careful what you say once you make that decision. Once you make that decision, the hearts might still be semi-opened and closed. This is a closed heart. They both have their hearts blocked and guarded. And even in reverse, there's still problems. Got to choose your words wisely, because he can always go dark and destructive on the family, on himself. God only knows what he's going to do with the drugs. Also with the Six of Pentacles here, he knows he's getting them. Someone is helping him get the drugs. That's the other reading part of this. The 6 here represents harmony. Harry loves his drugs. Harry loves his drugs. He doesn't want to give it up. It makes him feel balanced. It makes him feel balanced. And with this card being a 2, it creates a problem in all his dualities. It creates a problem with Charles taking first steps. And in what choices does he have for his son? What choice do I have in this situation becomes a problem. He wants to help his son, but how much is too much? At the bottom of the deck, ooh, no reforming him. No reforming Harry. He's unreformable. It's a negative conclusion. The world in reverse. It's a criminal position. Criminal position. Wash and repeat. Unfinished lessons. He's not learning life lessons. It's very psychopathic position. A very psychopathic position. Kind of a loss of true self here. He's not going to be able to really travel and go places. They can't really walk away from him. It's just wash and repeat. It's wash and repeat. He can't walk away from his own son. I know my son doesn't have self-actualization. He also lacks empathy, and he kind of comes off as psychopathic, but I can't walk away from him. What do I do now? What do you do? He knows he can't fix him. So it's pretty sad. It's very sad. You're stuck against a wall. You're doomed if you do, and you're doomed if you don't. This is the difficult spot that Charles has been put in. And basically, it's any difficult spot coming from any parent who has a child who's a drug addict and behaves psychopathically like Harry, and is probably committing some crimes in the process. So this is why I do think he is in debate about what to do with Harry. This is debating Harry and his problems here. So I guess we'll find out. I'm going to get to the center of the deck here. Center of the deck with Charles. Charles, he sees his son as a total, utter loser. He's not getting the positive accomplishments. He's being seen as a global loser across the board, and he will never excel. So basically, it's infamy with that Six of Wands in reverse. He's received infamy across the globe, along with his wife. And his wife is also the one he feels that took him down. So with the Queen of Wands in reverse, she helped him get there. So he's going to primarily put the blame on Meghan. But it's also, as long as they're together, he's always going to be very guarded. As long as he's still married to her, very guarded energy. She's unliked. She's not going to be in. She's a complete, utter loser. They don't want to give her any light. They don't want to draw attention to her because that just fuels her. They don't want to fuel her at all. So he's focused on his son. But his son and her are complete losers. So as long as he's with her, because the devil's still upright, they're still entangled, this is why it's such a debate. But he will not let her in. She's not coming back, you guys. She'll never be back. It's all about dealing with Harry's addictions. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.